This is Peak Mastery. This is a Fighting Epicenter. I'm your host, Elvis. Tonight we're going to be doing Japan 1 FC. This is one of the bigger organizations in Japan. It doesn't get enough love. It truly doesn't. But we got a double headliner in the fact of we got kickboxing and MMA, lightweight champ on the line, Rizin versus Islam in a lightweight kickboxing title. And then we have for the MMA bout, for the ladies, of course, I feel like this should have been the headliner. Atomweight Grand Prix final. It's going to be Stan Fairtax versus Ritu Phogat from India. One championship, Winter Warriors. Let's go. And for our first fight, it's going to be a flyweight. It's going to be Wakamatsu from Japan, and it's going to be Hu Yang from China. This was really unfair. It was difficult to watch. It went to the judges. I'll just say that much. But Wakamatsu, I felt like he was just doing what he wanted with him. Did from second one to the last. He really knew what to do. Went to throw his shots. When he felt like taking down Yang, he just went for it. That was the tail of the tape from second one to the last. Takedown after takedown after takedown. Shots when he felt like it. But really, you got to admire Yang and fighters and warriors like him. They still did their best. Even though their back was literally on the ground the entire time, he just try to ward him off. There was one point where he actually rolled over and was on top of Wakamatsu. That was hilarious towards the end of the second round. But there you go. Unanimous decision for Wakamatsu from Japan. So for our next fight, we're going to go to heavyweights. It's going to be Buchecha Almeida versus Kang Ji-won from Korea. A little backstory. Buchecha, you'll see it in this fight. It's insane. This man is one of the best Brazilian grapplers today, heavyweight. Anyways, fight starts. There was really no feel-out process. Buchecha just goes for that takedown, pins him up against the cage, brings him down, goes for that rear naked choke, and there you go. He's tapped. This is maybe 2 minutes in the fight, but that was just so impressive and so smooth. The guy, by the way, Mr. Ji Wang, is a heavy-set, big boy, undefeated 5-0. Really a formidable opponent, and just got choked out. No hesitation. There you go, Buchecha for the win. Rear naked choke, oh so fast. Okay, here we go for the next fight. Arguably a fight of the night. Just throwing that out there. It's going to be Arslan from Turkey, and we have Natsuyuki from Russia. From the get-go, these boys were not feeling each other out whatsoever. They were throwing blows from the get. So we have, unfortunately, in that first round, there was going to be poor Natsuyuki. He had got that low blow, hard low knee. And then later on in the fight, you see that he then got cut open and the fight was stopped. So the guy was still in there. He was still, willing to put up a fight. Nothing fazed him. He was still going in there doing his thing. First round's over. Here comes that second. Oof, this guy's just not getting a break. This exchange is just out of control. These boys are going to war. They're truly trying to make a name for themselves. But Arslan from Russia definitely has, from Turkey, he definitely has his number, and he's picking in shots. He's connecting when he feels like it. He's taking a beating though himself. He's taking a couple of shots himself, but nothing's really strong. Nothing. There's like zero respect. Arslan just keeps coming forward. Again, ref stops as soon as the boys go down. They're checking up on that cut, but Timothy is still in the game, and fight that second round's over. Here comes that third. Timothy is just banged up. He's not looking pretty whatsoever. And then Arslan just comes in, maybe about a minute in, and just cracks him with that overhand. And poor Timothy just goes down. The fight's over. On to the next fight. It's going to be a kickboxing match, bantamweight. We have Akimoto from Japan and Jiang Liang from China. This is kind of a toss-up. That first round, these boys are stellar, by the way. It's just one of those things where it was too close to call. That first one, it could have went either way. Both of them were landing the hits that they wanted. The only difference that you could make is Akimoto just kind of kept coming forward, so it looked like the aggressor, I guess. That second round, though, the counter, it was that entire round countering by Jiang Liang. Whenever Akimoto kept coming forward, anytime he attempted anything, he just made him pay for it. So there goes that second round. That third one, though, again, Akimoto really pressing hard this time. He knew he was in a pinch, and so slightly, maybe Akimoto maybe could have won that one, and potentially that first as well. So sure, he might have got the unanimous decision for that. For the co-main event, it's going to be for the women's atom weight Grand Prix finale. Stan Fairtax, Super Cutie, and Ritu Phogat from India. Comes a first opening round, and it was from second one to the last, where Ritu just pinned Stamp up against the cage. Stamp couldn't do anything, couldn't really deflect. Ritu really strong, by the way, picked her up every time Stamp tried to do anything. So there goes a round. That second round, though, here we go again. Ritu pressing her. Stamp not being able to do anything. Finally gets her, rolls her up, pins her on the ground. Almost gets her for a triangle. Gets that arm for an armbar. Fight's over. There we go. We have the winner for the Grand Prix of the women's atom weight. Stan Fairtax. Awesome. Okay, for the main event, it was Ursal versus Matsayev. This was unfair. It was actually really painful to watch. It's for the kickboxing lightweight champion here. Ursal, multi-time champ in many organizations. I couldn't even look up who Matsayev was. Just some Dagestani kickboxer with no record. So, and it really showed. He had a great look, nice build, strong, durable. But the whole fight is Matsayev going backwards and Ursal just pushing him ahead and picking his shots, staying at that long game. Every time he came in and closed in, it was hard body shots, hard knees. 5 rounds. They even gave Matsayev a yellow card, like he even knew what that was, just because he was not being as active as he should. But there you have it. Ursal for the win. Still the champ. 18-fight win streak. This guy is very impressive. From Suriname. It's like all those guys are just amazing kickboxers. So there you have it. That's our first Japanese MMA organization that we covered, and we're off to at the end of the month for rizin. They're gonna have a New Year's Eve type of outing. I'm really looking forward to that one. But tonight was fun. We have a couple of people coming up, making a name for themselves. Stamp did her thing. Atom weight women's champ. Ursal looked incredible as expected. So let's see where it goes from here. But there we go. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you stopping by the Fighting Epicenter, Peak Mastery. I'm your host, Elvis. See you soon. Bye.